this is a very interesting, the genetics and the presence of mutation in MDS. It's a very interesting issue because, as you know, we are trying to develop a sort of scoring system that integrating the IPSS-R and merging the clinical characteristics and the molecular characteristics of MDS. Now, we know for sure that some somatic mutations that are so frequent, and more than 90% of patients are positive in terms of prognosis, like SF3B1, and this has been confirmed in recent publication, like the JCO1 by the group of Matteo Della Porta and collaborators. It's a big effort that has put together a great number of patients and has elaborated a stratification based, as I mentioned, on clinical characteristics and categories of mutation. Now, there are other mutations like TP53 that have drawn a lot of attention because of the peculiarity of this mutation. Now, we all know that TP53 is correlating with bad prognosis, and this is true for all neoplasia presenting with this mutation. But in MDS has been demonstrated by the IWG group, and Elsa Bernard published a paper quite recently that the type of TP53 can really be different. So the biallelic TP53 mutations are the ones correlated with shorter overall survival and lack of response to therapy. And this is true also for DEL5Q. Now, this is putting so heterogeneity even in a patient, in a group of patients like the TP53 mutated ones that we believed all endowed with a bad prognosis. Now, this is not really the case, and this means also that we should study more profoundly the mutation from a molecular point of view. One surrogate could be to consider the variant allele frequency of TP53 mutation, evaluate this VAF during treatment at baseline and during treatment to consider and understand whether the clonal architecture of the MDS patient is changing upon treatment, and whether at baseline the presence of biallelic mutation or very high variant allele frequency mutation can really impact on prognosis. These are only some aspects, and then I think there were during EHA quite a number of abstracts focusing on the research of biomarkers that could lead us to a better understanding of MDS. Now, I think that the international community is focusing on the integration of what we already learned with IPSS-R and what we know, but not definitely in huge numbers of patients, of the presence of commutation and specific ones. I think we will need some time and consolidation of the data and the demonstration that we have now.